Hey people, it's Saturday, August 1st, and it's 10 p.m. and I'm at the corner of Queen Street and Yonge Street, and I'll be walking north on Yonge Street on a Saturday night during the first Saturday night of Stage 3 in Toronto. Toronto entered Stage 3 yesterday, so we'll see how things look along Yonge Street on a Saturday night in the first weekend of Stage 3. You know, check out some restaurants, peek in some windows maybe. I'm a little bit annoyed because I just got here to start my walk and it started raining, and before I left there was no, indication in the forecast that it was supposed to rain tonight, so I didn't bring an umbrella. So right now I'm walking along with my camera and holding a plastic bag over it to protect it from the rain. I'm sure I'll get some weird looks, but whatevs. So you can see now the Firkin pub has a table set out outside on the sidewalk here, on the street actually. And as you can see, they have their indoor area opened up to customers. It's a very, very light rain, so it's not really too much to worry about right now, but hopefully it doesn't start coming down any harder. I might have to abandon this walk because I don't think this little plastic bag is going to do the job. Not to mention, my arm is already starting to get a little sore from holding this bag up over top of the camera. There's lots of people walking around playing, blasting music, that's for sure. So I'm just going to talk over this song, just in case, because you never know, I might get a copyright strike. So that's the way to do it, talk over the song until it's no longer audible. rain seems to have died off for now, so that's good. So here we are at Yonge and Dundas. And there's a fair number of people around, but it's still definitely just a fraction of what it would normally be on a Saturday night in the middle of the summer. There'd be hundreds of people, like hundreds, just jammed all along the front of the Eaton Center. There'd be buskers, all kinds of weird things going on, lots more noise, lots more commotion. Now, of course, the preacher is there. There's always a preacher, no matter what. Let's cross diagonally here. This is a scramble intersection, so you can cross in any direction at once. And it's usually packed with hundreds of people crossing at once, which is kind of cool to see. I have some older videos on my channel from before the pandemic showing what Yonge and Dundas is like in normal times. Well, the rain is coming back. Here we have some outdoor seating on the street here for the pickle barrel. Can't tell if Five Guys is open or not. It doesn't look like it's open. The lights aren't on the sign or anything. I don't know why they wouldn't be open. It's a popular restaurant. I'm sure they get lots of business. There's Tokyo Smoke, one of the countless pot shops that have sprung up in the city since the legalization. There's a bunch of outdoor food stalls across the street. They sprung up on that empty lot after the building that used to be there burned down years ago. Got 7-Eleven and another pot shop. This is the Warehouse. It's a really popular place to go for cheap food and for people who like to, you know, think they're part of the cutting edge of Toronto hangout places, I guess. I don't know. We have a bunch of places that are open and people are going in. Even the Zanzibar looks to be open, which, if you didn't know, is a strip club. Although the lights aren't on, which is kind of a drag because they have a really awesome facade with all kinds of crazy lights. And that pot shop seems to be doing good business. We're walking by McDonald's, Swiss Chalet, which is a Canadian institution. Probably a lot of people are just across the border in New York State in the Buffalo area will come into Canada just to eat at Swiss Chalet. Lots of outdoor seating here. There's a whole whack of different restaurants right located inside this building. And more music is playing, which I will talk over, because there's always music playing everywhere you go when you're walking downtown Toronto. And the rain seems to have died off again. This is just going to be one of those on again, off again, spitting kind of intermittent rain nights, I think. Oh, I guess I can go. I don't know why I'm stopping. We have Boston Pizza, which is open. In my last video I commented on how lots of Canadian chains are named after American cities, but the same is certainly not true in the States. I doubt anything is named after any Canadian city. Except TD Bank. I know TD Bank is a common place now around the northeastern and maybe midwestern United States. And most Americans who use TD Bank probably don't realize that TD stands for Toronto Dominion. Which is one of the big banks here in Canada, which has its headquarters here in Toronto. And Bar Burrito. See some, well, it doesn't look like anybody's in there, but it's definitely open for business. Yeah, it's not raining at all right now. I don't think that guy knows that though. Okay, now he knows. We have more restaurants, Popeyes, and more pot shops. And yes, as you're walking along Yonge Street or other streets around downtown, the smell of pot is absolutely everywhere. So if you don't like that smell, you're going to have a bad time because you can't escape it. That guy's bike is definitely not going to be missed by any cars, that's for sure. Starbucks, and up there I can see Franz. Franz is a really fun place to go if you're ever in Toronto. It's like a old style 1950s type restaurant. If you like your classic burgers and fries and milkshakes, go to Franz. Another McDonald's with a lineup of people inside.
The 24-hour metro is?
I'm not sure if there are any 24-hour metros anymore.
Yeah, somebody
I
said
think
there was.
they're only open till 11 or 12 now.
Yeah?
Yeah. The guy was asking about a grocery store chain, not a subway system, in case you were wondering. There's a chain of grocery stores called Metro, which used to have lots of 24-hour locations, but they stopped doing that in most of the locations, and especially since the pandemic, their hours are now cut back. We have a big sign open for dine-in, although I don't see anybody in there right now. It's a very hot, muggy night. With the humidex, it's still in the 30s, the low 30s Celsius. To be honest, that light rainfall just a little while ago actually felt pretty good. But I'd rather it not be raining while I'm trying to record this video. If I had an umbrella, it'd be a different story. I'd welcome the rain. And another McDonald's. They all seem to be doing good business right now. Can't tell if Not Just Noodles is open or not. It's a long-standing, really popular place. A lot of people swear by it. Looks like it's closed. I guess it closed at 10 o'clock, that's why. Bubble tea. There's like a million bubble tea places in Toronto now. That's like a throwback to another era. This is a bummer. Elliott's Bookshop. This was a really good store, but like lots of bookstores, it just bit the dust in the last several years. There was supposed to be a little resurgence of small independent bookstores, but apparently that didn't apply to all of them. The guy was walking along carrying a bike frame without any wheels or anything. That always seems sketchy to me when I see stuff like that. Or if you see someone riding a bike down the street but they're holding another bike in their hand and rolling it along beside them, you just gotta know that they ripped off that other bike. Oof, got really dark all of a sudden. Because all these shops, none of them have their lights on their signs or anything. I'll cross to the other side. Panasonic Theater. I don't think there's going to be any performances going on here though for a little while yet.
I really don't know where we're going.
बस देखो ब्रांच में बता दी ना कहाँ पे है देखो जी हाँ बस उसी का रोड है ना सीधी चलती हो वेस्ट
And it looks like the brass rail is open, which, if you didn't know, is another strip club. So you have to wonder what's going on in there. I guess the dancers are wearing masks. It could be interesting, I guess, if you're into weird stuff a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Here's the site of what will be one of the tallest buildings in Toronto. Temporarily the tallest, I think. It'll be over 1,000 feet tall, but there's already another building set to start construction that will be a little taller than that one. So here we are at Yonge and Bloor. Up there is the Mink Mile, which is Toronto's high-end shopping district. But we're gonna go this way, and then we'll take a little tour down Church Street. Here's another Firkin pub, but this one is not open. Longo's Supermarket. And more music. Alright, so we'll head down Church Street. Up ahead is a long-standing, popular residential and commercial and nightlife area for the gay community. Church-Wellesley is the heart of the neighborhood. There's tons of development happening in this end of downtown. The street I'm passing right now, Charles Street, has been completely transformed in the last 5+ years by huge condo towers. And this old apartment building here is being incorporated into a new condo tower. They're preserving the old building, which will be the base of the new tower. The Church Street strip just up ahead is also facing a lot of development pressure lately, much to the chagrin of lots of the long-time residents. Lots of old establishments are closing down. Got a nice sized patio out here for the Stormcrow Manor.
Really? Yeah. Can we go in there?
Which is sort of a bar for people who are into geek culture, from what I believe. I've never been, but if you're into, you know, typical comic book, sci-fi, superhero, Harry Potter, geeky type stuff, apparently that bar caters to you. And there's an actual other bar in Toronto that is a dedicated Harry Potter bar as well, called the Lockhart. Yeah, so we're coming through the village right now.
Where do you live now? Yeah, I know.
It's crossing Wellesley, so this is the heart of the village, Yonge and Wellesley, or Church and Wellesley, I should say. It's pretty quiet for a weekend night. Got some outdoor seating going on.
No, David's tea.
Got lots of street seating here. I suppose it's quieter because bars are not allowed to be opened yet in stage 3. So obviously this area is a place where people come to drink and party and crowd into bars. And you can't do that right now, so I guess it's just catering right to the restaurants. Although Crews and Tangos, I guess maybe it's nightclubs which are not allowed to be open, but bars can be open. I guess there's a distinction between bars and nightclubs. So I guess they just have rules regarding numbers and capacity and social distancing and masks and all that kind of stuff inside of these bars. And it's starting to rain again. Well, I've pretty much gone through the bulk of the village, so maybe I will end the video since the rain seems to be coming down now again, a little more heavy than before.
And he doesn't know how it happened. But it was funny, like I was at
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little nighttime Saturday night stage 3 walk along Yonge Street and down through Church-Wellesley Village. You know, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Because as always, I will continue. Alright, catch you next time.